The reason this person can't let you go is because they are tethered to you. They are energetically tied to you. This is like the main person that you made a karmic contract with. Guys, you're very ambitious. I don't know if you know this about yourself, but before you even were born, before you even incarnated into this earth, you've always been very ambitious. The goal was to make as many karmic contracts as possible so you could raise the vibration of the collective consciousness by growth, learning, healing, and forgiving through the trials and tribulations that manifest from the relationships that you find yourself in. Okay, this is family, friends, lovers, etc. The problem is this person's soul knows that you made a contract with them, but they don't like consciously like understand what that really means. None of us really have a grasp on what it means to make a karmic contract with somebody because our memory is wiped when we get here on Earth. We just know that we're drawn to them. We just know that it seems like we knew each other in a past life. We just know that we can't seem to get rid of their energy. Why am I so drawn to this person? I know we met for a reason. What made me go up to them? What made them come up to me? Why? Like, just why? It's because y'all made a karmic contract. Now, there's somebody in particular that this is like the main karmic contract that y'all made. I mean, y'all been married in a past life. You guys have been like mother and son, daughter and mother, and you guys have been spouses in a past life. Y'all just went through everything together. And this person knows that they're supposed to learn something from this. Like something is supposed to come out of this, but it's giving incompatible. This is a compatibility issue. In this life, you guys are not meant to be together long term. You are supposed to come together briefly to learn a divinely guided lesson so you guys could both elevate on a spiritual level. And I feel like you have, because you don't technically need the other person that signed the karmic contract with you to fulfill their end of the bargain. Now, it would be nice, but 9 times out of 10, they're just going to be triggered and upset, and the relationship is just going to crash and burn. Right? We all know this. This person is jealous of your growth and development, which is crazy to me because they could just be inspired and grow and develop. I mean, like, that just seems like the path of least resistance to me. But from their perspective, guys, this person, this karmic, the person whose energy you just cannot get rid of no matter what you try to do. You may have done cord cuttings. This low-key looks like a cord cutting. Like low-key, don't it? And then you burn it in the middle. It's like you can't. This is like a binding contract. But the thing is, you already fulfilled your end. Okay? And this is just what you do to people. What you do to people, guys, is they become very jealous and envious that you were able to do the inner work and the introspection, and you were able to take accountability and responsibility for your wrongdoings in the relationship. Now, it takes 2 to tango. Whatever this person may did, you know, the situation is going to be different for everybody, but like, I feel like you're part of it. You healed. You forgave them. You forgave yourself for any perceived wrongdoings. You know, you grew from any self-esteem issues, any insecurities. I feel like you did the inner work. You did what you were sent here to do. You are trying to raise the collective consciousness. Whether or not this person wants to cooperate is their prerogative. But the thing is, when somebody's soul knows that they're supposed to be learning something from you, it's like they can't let go of you. Like, even if you have them blocked, they'll call you from an unknown number. Even if you block them on social media, they'll create a fake page. I've seen people get new phones. Because, like, you know, when you click block and then block any profile they try to make, they can get around that. Yeah, they'll do anything. And even if they're not stalking you, they're thinking about you, okay? That's a form of stalking. Like, you know how there's different forms of lying? Like, there's an outright lie, And then there's lying by omission. Well, you left a certain piece of information out. That you're still a liar. You're just lying creatively. You just found creative ways to be deceptive. Or like when you exaggerate a story, when you embellish a story, that's like just lying creatively. That's just like another form of lying. Okay, so there's many forms of lying and there's many forms of stalking, and this person is quite creative. It's crazy because I feel like this person does have talents and gifts, especially intuitively. This person they're just like they're living in disillusionment. This person is delusional. Whoever this is, collective, and this is just what you do to people. Not like you made them delusional, but those are aspects of their personality that were already there and you bring them out. So like however somebody is, like whatever they're trying to hide about themselves, like if they are a habitual pathological liar, that'll come out around you. If they do have insecurities, self-esteem issues, and issues with confidence, that'll come out around you. People often become very self-conscious around you because they immediately start comparing and contrasting. You're sitting up there trying to be loving, caring, and compassionate, trying to have a meaningful, deep relationship, trying to look deeply into their eyes and shit, trying to form a connection and a bond. Meanwhile, they're sitting up here being jealous and envious of you in every way, shape, or form, but they don't know how to express that. They can't really pinpoint why, because they have not even began to heal. They have not even began to search within the depths of their subconscious. They have not began to like do a deep dive and swim around in their soul and find out, okay, I'm triggered by this. Let's go ahead and heal that. I'm traumatized by this. Let's confront it. Let's dissect it. Let's heal it. Let's forgive. Let's forgive every day if we have to. Let's heal a little bit more every day if we have to. But I'm willing to do the inner work. Yeah, no, they're not willing to do the inner work. They want you to do the work for them, which is why they try to project onto you. Their inadequacies, they'll project that onto you. Anything they're insecure about, yeah, that's getting projected onto you. All the lies and the deceit, yeah, that's going to come out. And they don't like that you can slip that mask off. That mask slips off every single time you're around them, and they don't understand why. They don't understand why they're not triggered by anybody else like that. But you seem to not only get them, but you also trigger them too. See, people have this love-hate relationship with you because they have a love-hate relationship with themselves. They claim to love themselves. They claim to do the healing work, but they ain't done no healing work. They avoid. This is the type of person that claims that they got over you and claims that they went out and moved on and did the inner work. No, all they did was distract themselves. Hobbies, interests, big friend groups. You'll see these types of people, these narcissists with these big friend groups. They got all these friends and shit. They ain't no friends. They're acquaintances at best. And them people don't like them. Them people are using them and enabling them. It's all a toxic, codependent relationship. All of it. Yeah, you'll bring that out too. The fact that you're willing to be solitary and alone and you enjoy your own company, you don't got to be around a big group. Because when you're the bigger the group, the higher the likelihood that you're going to lose yourself in that group, because you're going to submit to group think. All of a sudden, all their opinions become your opinion. You ain't got your own opinion anymore. You're following what everybody else is doing. Too busy trying to fit in. These are people who put friendships and connections with others over everything, even the relationship with themselves. I wonder why they want to have all these external relationships, all this external attention, all this external validation. External is because they don't want to do the inner work, the work that they're supposed to be doing. So they distract themselves with quote unquote friendships, relationships, vices, going out, drinking, partying, parlaying. Okay. Person could be a degenerate gambler. I'm getting that a lot. Degenerate gambler. Yeah, because they see you out here forming a love connection with yourself. They don't like that because they can't do that. They have to externalize everything. They place their value and their self-worth upon how others perceive them. They're all about how others think. What does this person think about me? Or what are they saying about me? What do they think about me? I want to be liked. Do you like yourself? See, they don't want to ask themselves those important questions. It's all about avoid, avoid, avoid. This person is a textbook avoidant, not to mention a narcissist. That's who you signed up to attract, because these are the people whose souls need to be saved the most. These are people that have a little bit of good in them, or they were good in some of their lives and then they lost their way along the way. And then you knew them in these past lives. Okay, y'all already had this past drama and trauma together. You guys are trauma bonded. Oh, this energy is just exhausting. I got to tell you. So I already know you're tired, collective. You're tired of this person's antics. You're tired of meeting people like them. You're tired of trying to get them to do the inner work or inspire them or motivate them to do the inner work and the inner healing, because you know that there is a heart deep down inside. But they don't want to access that part of themselves, because that requires kind of like bringing all the mess inside of them up to the surface and sorting and sifting through it. All the ugly parts that we don't like about ourselves, bringing that to the surface. The stuff that we've been running from, hiding from, the shame, the blame, the guilt, the insecurities, the things we don't like about ourselves. This could be like depression, anxiety, anger issues, okay? This can manifest in many different ways. Addiction, all right? Overindulgence. This person is overindulging on extracurricular activities, whatever that may be, okay? Because they're trying to avoid this karmic contract. Now, this karmic contract was put in place for a reason. You guys made this karmic contract years and years and years. I say years, but I mean like lifetimes. Lifetimes after lifetime after lifetime, okay? How time passes in the spirit realm is different from how it passes here. Like a lifetime here is like a year in the spirit realm. Like it goes by really fast. Because before you know it, you're on to the next lifetime. And then you decide to make a contract. So you guys must have really had love for each other in all of these past lives to really want to try to work this out. Is because they see something in you and you see something in them. See, that's your superpower. Or it's a blessing and a curse, right? You ever see the Marvel movies or the DC superhero movies? Like their superpower is always like a blessing and a curse. That's like your gift. It's a blessing and a curse to be able to see somebody's heart. You see through the illusions. You see through the mask that people wear. And that makes them very seen, but it also makes them very unsettled because their spirit is unsettled. They haven't made peace with the things that they cannot control, and they have not tried to change or pivot or alter the things that they can control to make themselves a better person so they can heal the pain and the trauma that causes them to harm others and themselves in the process. Okay, this person is very ungrateful for the things that they have been gifted and given in this life. I just feel like this is somebody who's very wasteful. You know, this person it's a waste of time trying to connect with somebody like this, even though you guys have a karmic contract. So this is an explanation for why you guys are so drawn to each other. Like you block them and then you unblock them and then you think you're done with them and then they resurface. And then, you know, it's like they have a, you see how there's two cups here? It's like they have a dual personality. They have a split personality. This person may be undiagnosed bipolar as well. I am seeing an undiagnosed mental health condition. Undiagnosed, unmedicated. It's just like this person is in denial. I'm telling you, this person is like delusional. They're just like drowning themselves in whatever they can distract themselves with so they can avoid this. But it's like there's no avoiding this. Like they're going to continue to run from this for the rest of their life, and they're just going to think about you because you're the only one who can save them, theoretically, if you want to look at it like that. But this person is always only going to cause trauma and drama in your life. And what they're going to do is they're going to try to distract you from your path, because I feel like you've done enough. Why should they get to walk around in your garden and enjoy the fruits of your labor? You know, you did the inner work. You did the hard part. You did the healing. You did the shadow work. You did the spiritual growth. You're on your spiritual journey, your self-improvement journey. You could be doing the skincare, the hair care, getting that summer body. Like I just feel like you're focused, like you're locked in right now. And this person is like locked out. That's what I feel, locked out of your heart. Because you gave them enough chances. Time after time, you gave them chances. And they refuse to let you go because they know that you guys made the karmic contract. But they're not willing to do the work in order to fulfill the karmic contract. So you guys are both supposed to come to an amicable agreement. But all you guys do is argue and disagree. And you fight and you make up. And you break up and then you make up. Because you guys, just had so much love for each other in all these lifetimes. You feel that. This is what they call a soulmate connection, but it's really a karmic connection, okay? Because if it was a soulmate, they would be willing to put in the work to make this work. But they want to do things their own way. They're very stubborn. You see how this person just sitting there with their arms crossed like that, like it's all in reverse? Sitting there with their arms crossed, like, no, it's my way or the highway. And then they try to accuse you of being the stubborn and rigid one when you just know that you have standards and you're not going to sit up here and fall into this toxic pattern with them again. Like, you're not doing it again. You're not doing it, collective. I feel like you're not falling for this person's antics at this time in your life. Death in reverse is all about like not wanting to let go of something that should have been dead. It should have been deaded a long time ago, okay? But this person does feel indebted to you, okay? We're getting this energy again. They feel like they do owe you one because like they do. Like this person, I feel like they put you through hell for no reason. You had your own issues as well in the relationship, but I feel like collective, you've been like made peace with that. You've been forgave them, forgave yourself, and you're ready to move on to bigger and better things. So it's like, how come this person keeps showing up and you're not getting like the wish fulfillment and like the person who wants to come? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you want us to do about this, Spirit? Because now I'm getting frustrated. Spirit, go ahead and give it to us right now. Just like give us the walk away. Walk away. And don't look back. Okay, this person is leaving security, stability, what they've always known to be true. Okay, this is like you built something. This is something that you built over lifetimes. Okay, I'm telling you, lifetimes after lifetime. All these cups showing up. But this person is like a snake in the grass. You see how the nine of pentacles is in reverse. Danny's sitting up here in the garden and with her dragons and there's flowers and all types of stuff going on, but it's all in reverse. So you're never going to get that true wish fulfillment and that true peace and tranquility. This is harmony, peace, and tranquility. This is a break from all the wars and the bullshit that she had to go through for the entire series, right? But it's all going to be in reverse. Your soul will never know peace until you let this person go like once and for all. So it's like pretty much just don't fall for their manipulation tactics. If you guys are binded in some way, which often happens with these karmic contracts, we fucking end up binding ourselves to them, whether you had kids with this person, whether you guys share a mortgage or a lease, or you guys went in on a car together or some type of business deal together. You always end up, or you guys, go to the same places, you guys live in the same city. There's all types of, there's all types of ways you could be binded to somebody where it's like, fuck, like, why don't you just block them? Like, sometimes it's not that easy. Okay. If you ever been in this type of situation. Okay. Regardless, walk away and do not look back. Even if this person or this situation is offering you like a way out or like a get out of jail free card, or like, it will be easier to just like make peace with them or be amicable with them or give them what they want. No, do not give this person what they want, because let me tell you something. They don't know what they want. This person is very indecisive. And like, even if you wanted to give them what they want, they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. Like, bro, it's so frustrating when you're dealing with this type of energy. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to walk away. This is a test. Okay, this is going to be one of your final tests before you get your wish fulfillment. Okay, now what happens if they walk away? What happens if they walk away? What happens if they walk away? Spirit, go ahead and tell us. What happens if they walk away? Oh, then you will finally be at peace where you can enjoy your garden and your blessings and your prosperity in tranquility in harmony, like you deserve. Give yourself the life that you deserve by saying no to what you do not want. And you will receive it all. You will inherit the earth. This person cannot come with you. Karmic contract or not, they had their chance and they blew it. So now it's time for you to move on with your life. You're too loving. You work too hard to get to this point, to let them drag you back down into trauma and drama. They made a mess of their lives. Let them clean it up on their own. Oh, that was a banger.